Morbius, the Borderlands movie? I've been thinking about this since, like, because, like, there's already, like, rumors that it's gonna be on streaming services in, like, a week. Like, they're pulling it from theaters already. Can we meme the Borderlands movie back into theater? Can we do that twice? Like, can we make that happen? We just want Borderlands, you know? I like the part when Claptrap said, "Watch me poop." Wait, maybe. Okay, you know what? Actually, maybe not. Let's not do that. Sorry, we're all busy that weekend again, right? All right, so Odd Realm. Who here has never seen or played this game before? Just raise show of hands or something. Because we're gonna start a new playthrough this time. If you look this game up on Steam, recent reviews are mixed. I don't think it deserves that at all. And the reason I say I don't think it deserves that is because the 1.0 version of the game launched with a new UI, didn't have a tutorial, the old UI had a tutorial, and it launched with a bunch of new weird bugs because of the engine shift and the UI shift, including some things that were actually kind of game-breaking. That being said, most of that stuff's already been fixed, and the developer is actively working on rebuilding his tutorial for every single faction. So, just that caveat being said. Odd Realm is a colony builder, and I was asked if I would recommend it to RimWorld players. You're talking to somebody who has about 3,500 hours in RimWorld, but I haven't played RimWorld really since about 2019. So it's been a long time for me with RimWorld. Meaning, I'm not actually the best person to ask if a game is for somebody who likes RimWorld, because the era that I played of RimWorld was a very different game. You just picked it up and you're lost? Got it. Which faction are you starting with? I would recommend starting with the humans if you're brand new, because they are the most straightforward and don't have any bizarre mechanics. This is a game about multiple playable factions, okay? There are 4 playable factions, and they are all very unique. The humans are your most basic. They farm. They're kind of okay at everything. They don't really excel at anything, but they don't have any specific weird mechanical requirements to not die. They gain more people by getting migrants and by making babies, which is pretty easy once you have houses. And keeping your population up isn't too challenging, and like running your colony is relatively easy. Comparatively. The Gwydir are probably the most obtuse. You have to plant a specific tree right at the start because the seeds can die. And then after that, they're like plant Zerg. They have this purple stuff that grows out of the base of the tree. The tree gives off fruit, which gives you more tree seeds. Those seeds are very valuable and can be sold for a lot of money. They can also be ground up into powder to craft specific magical gear. And then you can also plant the seeds to grow more trees, or you can plant the seeds to grow more dudes. So there's that. That's the Gwydir. They're interesting. I quite like them. And then there's the Arduin, who are the timeless tyrants. They're time vampires. They age really quickly because they live in a slightly different dimension than everybody else, supposedly. And they have this, which is the ability to steal the life force of other living creatures. So they basically, in order to not die extremely quickly because they age super quickly, they have to capture living creatures, imprison them, and feed off of their life force. All right? So there's that. And then there's the Ancients, who are probably my favorite next to the humans. I think, like, for me, I like the Ancients. The Gwydir are pretty cool. The humans I also really like. The Artyom are just fiddly for me, I find. Although the Gwydir might be a little fiddly. That or they just need more balancing, because they're just brand new. I haven't played too much of them. Most of the time I spent playing the Gwydir was, like, while the game was still really buggy last week. But the Ancients are undead, and they're very old. But they're kind of hard if they're your first faction, because they're really high level by default. Because characters have levels, like numerical levels. And because they're really high levels, when you get attacked, the enemy tries to balance their level to the average level of your dudes. Which means you get attacked by really tough things right away. Just normal bandits are really strong if you play as the Ancients. Now, The ancients are undead and can't multiply because they're dead and they got no multiplication parts. So the way they breed is by literally, or the way they make more people is by literally digging and looking for tombs with more dudes in them. So you literally have to go digging for more guys. Or you can like learn resurrection, which can sometimes make more guys. But resurrection requires some very expensive, hard to get materials that either require lots of buying or very deep digging. And the other fun thing about them is they're very, very fragile. So they die very, very quickly and very easily. However, they can summon demons. So you mine around and collect this dust stuff, and you use transmutation, basically like, what's the word? When like you make metals into gold that isn't gold? You transmogrify. Anyway, you turn materials into this magic dust stuff, and then you sprinkle the magic dust on the ground and say, blah, 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 and then demons appear. Alchemy, that's what I was looking for. Anyway, they make things into this dust stuff, and they make the dust stuff into demons. And the demons are very specialized. So there's like the combat mining ones, and then there's the kind of catch-all ones. The combat mining ones need to eat and drink. The ancients don't need to eat and drink because they're dead. And the combat mining ones do need to eat and drink and level up. But the really fast kind of catch-all do-everything ones live on a timer, which die. The Void Woken, these guys, they live on a timer. And so after X amount of days, they just die, which is kind of annoying. But like, really what you want to do is you want to populate with enough ancients that you can do like your crafting tasks. And you want to populate with enough Void Imps who are the like murder miner guys, basically. So I have a question. Which faction would you guys like to see me play? Just because plant tech, let's go, but they all seem pretty rad. I would still say, like, if you're going to try this game, play humans first. Like, just learn to play the games as the humans because they are the most straightforward. Make a poll? We don't really need to make a poll. Just show of hands. Also, I just want to shout out everybody with hats next to your name. Thank you very much. You guys keep this channel funded. The YouTube channel ads do pay some of the bills, but honestly, the only reason I have the stability to be able to play games and stream on the internet is because people subscribe to this Twitch channel, so thank you very much to you guys. Shoutouts. Don't forget to check your Prime subs if you happen to have Amazon Prime. All that nonsense. Your vote goes to the Bone Boys. That's kind of where my vote's going. That's kind of who I want to play, but I'm just curious who you guys want to see more than anything. I actually haven't played the humans in a while. You haven't seen gameplay of the Artem? Let's go to the Bone Zone. It seems to be between the humans and the Bone Zone. So you know what? I'll make a poll for the Twitch chat. Sorry, YouTube, you guys don't get any say. Although if you guys shout, there's how many of you watching? There's 26 people watching the YouTube stream right now. If you guys just shout which one you'd like to see, I'll like make mental note of your votes. Okay, so flesh, mechs, or bone zone. Who play? Question mark. You have 2 minutes to vote, chat. Should be up at the top of the stream. But just for anybody who is watching the stream, I am planning on playing a lot of this over the next couple weeks. Because I played this game throughout early access. When every major patch came out, I put 15 hours into it, played a little bit, and then go, all right, cool, we'll come back to this later. And now that it's 1.0, this is going to be in the regular rotation for a while. Do you resurrect an ancient evil last time? Last time what you saw was you found a large tomb on the 70th level. I found like catacombs, yeah. That's something that this game, so for those of you who played a lot of Dwarf Fortress, something that this game does that's really neat is the level generation is awesome. There's like, as the further down you go, the weirder shit gets and the cooler things you find. And you won't find the same things every time. How do you vote against the Bone Zone? Flesh mechs. Time to find a demon lord or something? Yeah! You're up for anything? Got it. Got it. And then there is one other faction, a fifth faction, which currently exists in the overworld and the AI. They are a primarily underground, like, kind of, not quite lizard people, but they're like the game's dwarf equivalent. And they aren't in the game yet. They're not playable. The developer is still working on them. The developer wanted to have all 5 playable factions in for 1.0, but he hasn't said it directly, but the way I read it is it seems like he was running out of money. But this is a game that has felt like a finished product for a while. So it looks like we're playing humans, which I'm fine with. Our start options are Pioneers, where we start off with a king and a queen and 8 humans. Or we could start off with 3 humans. Or we could start off with a singular human, which is like your hard start. Your map sizes are small, medium, and large. And tiny. Tiny is tiny, tiny. You guys want Vanguard? Start off with a slightly smaller crew. Is this game like RimWorld? Because you've quoted that, I don't know if that's an actual question or not. Is that a question? Because, sure, you build a colony, but it has Z levels. It's like 256 RimWorlds stacked on top of each other. Just trolling. Got it. I presumed with the emote, the eyebrows, you know, kind of stood out there. There's 256 Z levels? Yes, and it's 256 Z levels per map. All right, human Vanguard start. We go. So this is it. Welcome to Oddrealm. So it generates you a new world each time. If you don't like your world, there is a make new world button. I think it's... Oh, hello, Derby the Historian. This is all new. Once you've decided on a tile you'd like to start your kingdom, click this button to claim the tile and spawn your settlers. Oh, I think it's because I hovered over this button. So now we got to select where we start. I don't think this game cares about water, but the way it works, up here in the top right, these little mini-maps, this shows what the area looks like that you could settle on. We've been doing a lot of very mountainy things. I kind of want to do something that's slightly less mountainy. I don't want it to be perfectly flat. I want to have some mountain, because mountains is fun. Ooh, island. Arrgh. Okay, that's kind of rad. So this game, by the way, does let you start in the middle of the ocean. There will always be some landmass for you to start on, and people can swim quite well in this. These ain't links. Oh man, I kind of want to. I'm presuming you'll still get raided. I don't actually know. Those are some cool little islands, though. But you can scroll all the way down and like get a pretty good idea of where you're settling, which I think is neat. You can see cave systems and such. So it gives you quite a bit of information beforehand. Oh, these are neat. Little mountain islands. I was sitting here going, I'm gonna do something very flat, and then I'm looking at all these mountains going, ooh, I like mountains though. Do you know if there are ships? I don't think the game cares. Like, I'm pretty sure there isn't ships of any kind in the game, but the game doesn't care about water. It just lets you travel across it. I mean, we could do desert. Big open desert. Very mountainy desert. You know? All the options. The one problem with mountains is they do take a long time to travel over top of. And water is necessary, so because we're playing humans. Is that a river, or... Oh, it's 3 little lakes. That's interesting. Like, that's a huge mountain. Go ride sandworms or something. We are Dune! Speaking of, I need to see the sequel to Dune. I need to see Dune 2. That could be cool. There's like no trees though. Wood would be hard to come by, so we'd be building sand huts. Oops, nope. This is kind of neat. If we wanted to do like a tropical start, this would be neat. So we could settle on like this little island. I kind of don't mind that, actually. Desert with a lot of rain or something? So the biomes are pretty simple. I mean, there is 4 basic biomes, right? There's tundra, there's temperate, there's desert, and then there's void. Void is kind of like your evil equivalent. In reality, it's just kind of purple. It's the main differences between them is like the types of animals that appear. There isn't too much difference in the way of difficulty. I mean, yeah, there's rain, there's weather. Some areas have more rain than others. If you're in cold areas, you'll get more snow. Stuff is harder to grow. Desert areas have less trees. So like it's different scenarios, but it's not gonna change the actual like difficulty too much. Like, you know, if you're in a desert, good luck fishing kind of deal. I kind of really want to settle here. Dune 2 is interesting. A lot of people criticize the 90-minute explicit sandworm sex scene, but honestly, those people just don't get the value of art, I suppose. Quality shitpost. Chat, how are you guys feeling? Are you feeling more desert or more tropics? Because this just looks like a really neat little map to me. It's got a couple little mountains. It's probably got some greenery and trees, although I can't quite tell. Looks like it would have trees. But I've never actually settled on one of these little, like, coastal island areas. And I could build a bridge. It's like a little oasis peninsula. Pretty much, yeah. But I was thinking we could settle on this little island. It would probably give us some added defenses. We could use a lot of bows and arrows and such. But I don't really want to settle in the desert because that makes farming worse. So yeah, I think let's do like right here. This looks nice. Although actually, question. Just curious what these areas around here look like. Around the coast. That's a pretty cool spot too. Bit too mountainy though, because this is the area that I've been looking at. Whoa. That's a big ass mountain. It's like Hawaii. Just doesn't have a volcano on it. How about down here? Oh, that's also pretty cool. That's more of like an archipelago even. That one's also pretty cool. But I think I'm pretty sold on this. Because it's like desert as well, right? So let's try this. Let's try this. Can you start across 2 biomes? That's kind of what we're doing, actually. Well, I would actually say this is kind of 3. Because we have trees from the kind of tropical ocean. We have desert, but we also have the ocean here. Also, this island is way smaller than I thought it was. But that is cool. Look how deep that is. Damn. So, like, I'm thinking we'd settle on this little ass island here, but there's like no trees on it. So then we'd have to settle here probably, but maybe not. I'm gonna back out of this. I'm gonna try something different. It's a little bit too sparse on the land. So Vanguard humans begin. Now it's gonna generate me a new world. Because I still want to try and find something that's similar to that, though. There will always be deserts, and there will always be islands close to deserts. Like, this could work. This is very similar. What about this? Same kind of deal. Also would have the same kind of space. That's a big island over there. It's Why'd the music just suddenly stop? All right. Game decided it wanted to play a different tune. That's okay. That could also work. I think I'm liking this. No, not this one. This one. Yeah, I'm liking this one a lot more. You really want a way to make huge maps? But they're 256 Z levels tall. I don't know. I feel like the maps are fine. Like, they don't feel small to me. But I think people are just spoiled because they've played too much Songs of Six, and Dwarf Fortress just lets you do stuff that will break the game. I can't tell if that's just a joke, Def Mole, or if like you're actually saying that you can force the maps to be bigger. I don't know. I played this game in earlier versions, and it ran like shit with the maps this size. So for me, I'm just happy the game runs well. All right, let's try this. Yeah, this is actually great. Perfect. I just wanted trees on a tiny little starting island. Cool. Oh yeah, this is awesome, actually. It comes with a pre-built moat. You start to make a big human city and you felt some limitations. I think you might be like under or overestimating the scope of this game, because like this is a game about starting little colonies. I don't know what the like population scaling is like in the game currently, but in older versions it was like you could kind of get up to like 60, 70 people, and that was kind of about it. It's not really like this game's never struck me as like a large scale city builder, but it is a fair criticism. Like if you want large colonies, no, the early access for this game had the humans initially, and then they added the void guys, the skelly boys, and then they added the Ardium, and then 1.0 just added the tree people. Yeah, you get attacked and stuff. There's also characters that hide underground that have written dialogue. You get attacked, you can attack things, you can trade with people, and there is written characters in this game. All right. So we've got three little duders. We got our queen, who's named Gina Wehit. We got Belsim Obtrix, who's definitely from Asterix and Obelix universe. And Griff Wehit, who's the king. So we got our third wheel. All right. So this is the thing that like a lot of people screw up with this game. You'll see chop win. It's like missing log. Well, what it means is you need the logging skill. So if I go to poison, I can go skills and I can add skills. So let's go to you and be like, yo, buddy, have logging. And also you get mining and you get mining. See? Magical. Very important. Much important. All right. So it is also worth noting trees do grow back, but they take a while to grow. So you may want to trim off parts of bigger trees instead of just taking out the entire tree. I'm going to queue up 3 trees to be chopped down. I'm going to hit R on the keyboard to open up the rooms button. I'm going to go to farms, and I'm going to make a farm. Planting a farm like this will make it just automatically grow. But I think I'm going to put my farm maybe on a slightly upper level, like up here. Pop. And then if I go to production, we can see what the farm crops are. So it's by default automatically just going to plant whatever. I'm presuming we started with seeds. Looks like we started with some gooseberry seeds and some and some broccoli seeds. So they'll go plant those. And I just need to make sure that somebody has a farming skill. King has +2 in farming. Queenie has +1 in farming with 10. And, or no, Warrior has, okay, so I got 2 peeps that can farm. So put both of them on farming, so they'll go get that done. And then I'm going to unpause. They're going to start climbing. With the caretakers and Gwitter, gotcha. I mean, every faction in this game has its learning curves. The other thing is research happens automatically.
Thank you. Thank you for opening the DF World Crypt Medal.
Up here, this is crafting, not crafting. This is research. Research just happens automatically. So I start up research like ASAP. This is the bottom tree is always going to be the humans or the faction specific tech tree, and the rest are all generic. I'm just going to go grab stoneworking probably. Either woodworking or stoneworking. Let's do woodworking first. Human cosplay. Check. Can I get a round of beers for that resubscription? I just wanted to say big thank you for that, human cosplay. It means a lot because that is the first resub subscription bit anything that I've gotten today. So thanks very much for the first notification of money of the day, which means today's been very slow. But thank you very much. It means a lot. Thanks for helping keep the channel funded. So they are planting stuff up here. Farm in a shadow? That is really loud for me. I might actually just turn not the ambient, the music down. Turn the overall volume up. Because the music is just really loud. Like, it's good music, don't get me wrong. But it's really loud. Okay. I mean, I'm going to be chopping down most of this top tree. I'm probably leaving the ones at the base. So, it'll be fine. We'll be clearing it out. Now, I can't mine out underneath this, but I can mine out this. So the kind of darkened area. So the blocks in this game work like Minecraft blocks. So if I mine out this block right here, it's going to take out the one on top as well. So it's not like Dwarf Fortress where you have block and then thin floor layer, block, thin floor layer. It's like Minecraft where you mine out blocks at a time. I've played a little bit of it, of the Gwydir, so I'm not the best person to explain this, but what I can tell is that, at least when I was playing them, farming was kind of busted and has since been fixed, so a lot of the automatic jobs weren't working at all. I don't know if that stuff has been fixed with the Gwydir. Basically, like, the issue was jobs that were supposed to be automatic, such as harvesting the Gwydir fruits, wasn't happening. In bedrooms, using a specific workshop, I can't remember the name of it, you can process the fruit seeds into weir, which is like, there's a lot of terminology and it's not explained super well. You can build a thin floor layer and some vertically, which isn't included by default, like the Dwarf Fortress. Yes. Building floor layers is very important if you want to, like, you know, build up. Or build into things. I'm probably just going to completely remove this tree. And then leave these ones down here. Because that'll be more than enough wood for a while. Messing around with it. If you want to build your houses in trees in this game, what I would recommend doing is knock out a whole layer of the tree and then build walls there, because I find it doesn't regrow if you knock out the whole layer and build walls there. So build like a square of walls at the base. I'm pretty sure it happens in bedrooms. There's a lot of, like, bedrooms are a workshop in this game. So you have, like, there's a lot of tasks that have to be done in bedrooms. Okay, so while that's getting done, I should start digging. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start digging out this base layer right here. Let's go dig mine along here. around here, around here. And then I may actually fill this back in to make it more logically shaped, but I don't know. We'll see. I may fill in the layer below this. Although those red zones I should probably cancel right there and there. Sweet. Bedrooms are a workshop with a lot of tasks. Yeah, that's what she said. So this is going to knock out a lot of this down here. This is all tilled earth. Just making sure that they've got... Okay, so you are low... Planting crop is low priority. Crop seed. Station tilled earth. Just making sure they're going to plant stuff. What's over here? Cherry corn? I'm just going to harvest that. That sounds delicious. I would like to plant some cherry corn, please. What's this? It's night sleep. That seems bad. But also, I didn't have enough of that last night, so maybe I should harvest some. I'm also curious if this is going to knock down 2 layers at a time because these are dirt. Some blocks fall. Others don't. I think we should be good. Regardless, we're going to get a lot of sand clods here. And I'm just going to go to stations in the build screen, and we're going to make a wood workbench. Wooden workbench. A wooden workbench. And then I'm going to make a workshop right here. Room. Workshops. Obviously, there's no actual room there. It's just a thing outside. And then I need to give somebody woodworking. Who's good at it? You got a 9 in woodworking, we'll give it to you. After you're done harvesting that stuff. They're also then planting the seeds over here. If gardens are not getting planted, just go harvest stuff and they'll plant food. The food that you harvest, because you automatically get seeds when you harvest stuff. Okay, so digging under this tree may cause this tree to fall? I don't know. Okay, so now that that room is done, I'm going to go to the... Oops, not this screen. Production screen. Let's close this. Go to workshops. Could just start making sand clods. Could also make baskets, which allow you to fill them with water. You do need containers to fill baskets with water. It requires somebody with woodwork skill, which is okay. I just assigned you. Clay brick requires an oven in the workshop. This just requires a craftwork skill, okay. And what, a fire and wood? Could queue this up as an automatic job, so just start making coal as needed. And it automatically sets it to 25. If you have less than that, it just makes more. I could make pointy sticks. I don't know if we have weapons. Might as well just make 2 of those manually. And sand clods, which requires craftwork skills. That requires what? Stones? Yeah, I don't need to do that. Okay. So I guess I should also throw a campfire. If you hold down shift or left shift, you can just do that. We're going to go down to here. Plop the campfire in. And then I'm actually just going to grab you and probably give you crafting. Unless somebody else is like way better at it. But probably not. Yeah, they're all just 6s in crafting, so we'll give you craft work. And there they go. They get to it. The name of this game is Odd Realm, YouTube chat. It came out of early access on Steam not too long ago. By that, I mean like a week ago. So she's getting to work. Over here is getting to work. And then we can start hollowing this thing out once I make it more square. Go to blocks. I got sand blocks. Now we have wood blocks because I got a ton of wood. So I may actually just start like building around this and then just make this into a little construction house thing. And the fact that you can just build like this is one of the greatest things in the world. And they'll just, you know, dig through whatever and just let you build the thing. It's great. It's so nice. I wish more games would let me do this. Build this way. It's a bunch of stone chunk that just broke up because they smashed the stones on the surface. We have tilled earth, which I'm presuming has stuff that's been planted in it. We've got 2 days until the first set of crafts are done, or until the first set of research is done. But yeah, the very basics and beginnings of Odd Realm. The very, very, very basics. This should lead me with almost 2 levels of wooden structure here. And we can slowly start building a little house. Is that a tree right there? Growing through my... Oh, I see. Oh, okay. It's going to be underneath my structure. Well, I guess I should cut that down. Dig mine. Wait, no. Where is it? Oh, chop wood. It's up there at the top. That's a neat little feature. Showing you the layer of visibility. The game sends raids at you, but you can completely disable them. You can trade with people on the map, and there's diplomacy stuff, apparently, but I haven't seen much of that, because that's all new. So if you want to, like, avoid combat, you can. Basically, combat optional. Speed stuff up a little bit. Let them move a little quicker. But yeah, as far as I know, the game's also on sale right now. So, there's that. But yeah, it's Friday, which is generally the quiet day of the stream week, so anything you guys can do to keep the chat moving will keep these Friday streams happening. I've been, like, kind of iffy as to whether or not I should keep streaming on Fridays for a bit. So if you like these Friday streams, just, I don't know, keep the chat moving at the very least. I just kind of go into these Friday streams accepting that I'm not going to make much money, so it is what it is. So I could put flooring in here pretty soon, but I think I'm just going to try and dig underneath this. Also going to need to knock this tree down. Also going to need to build a well. That's another thing I'm going to need to do. I'm presuming this is just water, not salt water. Oh, that's kind of neat. So if we actually scroll down a little bit while they're working. There's a lot of cave systems in this game. If I go over here, there's actually a cave up here. What's in it? It's got a bunch of stones in it. Nothing super crazy. Sometimes they'll have like chests and loot in them. That is a very deep little hole. There's a question mark on it for that fish. We don't know what type of fish that is, but there is fish. So we could try fishing, which is something I've done nothing of. Beers are helpful, but conversation's better. Saluek. Beers are for when resubs happen. We've only had one of those today. 38 unclaimed items on the map. Yep. So they'll be around. I mean, there's a lot of stuff just on the surface, too. Like, I think these void crystals count, too. Same with a lot of the surface fruits and veggies. Should also probably make this farm bigger. Now that there's more space for it. Is there a fog of war? Not when you discover areas. Like when you're digging, you can't see stuff. Like if I scroll down. Like all of this stuff is discovered. But it's black. And then as you dig, you can see a few tiles before you dig into things. It's pretty generous. There is kind of a like unknown regions thing, but it's pretty mild. You can't pick up things and move them? Yeah, you can. Claim item, and then they go pick them up from... Collect items, and then they go pick them up. Use to drop off collected items at a location. Yeah, you can. Like chests and such? Well, the chests have to be deconstructed and you get the materials from them, but the items from in them you can. What's up, Ranger Rick? Yeah, you don't see the caves if you haven't, like, discovered them. You know? I'll do this. Got this first layer done, pretty much. Kind of tempted to literally just dig this whole thing out. Curious about how much of this will get supported still. But how you doing today, Ranger Rick? Good morning. Alcohol is not required, but preferred, yes. Yes, Bonesaw. Odd rail time. Needs a tutorial desperately. It's getting one pretty quickly. Like, the developer is adding a few new tutorial menus with every patch, and he's patching the game daily right now. So, maybe give it a week. Will the upper layer not fall and kill them? Probably not. But that would be pretty funny. No, I think it'll be supported by my walls. Besides, I'm going to pretty quickly start throwing little rooms in here. So if you hold shift, it gives you these nice little squares, which is lovely. You're going to watch my stream and try and absorb? Fair. Well, I'm just saying, like, based on speed of his patches in the past, I would give it a week, but... Might do a wall back here of wooden blocks. And then deconstruct this wall right here. And that's just for aesthetics, but I'll do that later. I would say this area in here should be higher priority than that. Let's also go to this. Is there a particular reason? Oh, I've got 2 unclaimed coal. I need to go claim coal before I can use the fire. Okay, fine. Well, although actually I don't need to do that. Just need to find the coal that's on the map to start the fire in the first place. I think every other faction I've played so far has started with coal. The question is, where the hell is it? I'm sure we'll find it eventually. Got off work an hour ago and you made overtime this week? Yay! That's good. The making overtime part. And the getting out of work. Let's go over here, and I'm just going to remove these blocks all the way along here. Then I'm going to add some back here. Add some right here. I'm going to go to remove block, and I'm going to remove this one. Delete that job. Let's also go to dig. Mine, and I'm going to dig all this out. And then we can worry about this next, but... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making plant fiber ladders. They're pretty slow to traverse. But it'll allow us to quickly... I was going to say travel down, but now I'm like immediately colliding with this, so I'm actually going to pause. Let's go up to here instead. Okay, and then I'm going to go back into this, and just delete this, delete this, delete this, and delete that. And then we'll also use this to go up. So let's go back to the ladder, up to here, 14. And up to here as well. You have the chop wood tool marked with the mine tool. The chop wood tool marked with the mine tool. What? Should be able to see coal one level below. Oh, okay. Let's wait. If the chop wood tool marked with... How do you... What? I don't understand. How do you... I don't understand what you're trying to communicate to me, I guess. But it's okay. There's coal right there, so. There's definitely coal veins around. We'll find some. And we'll know as soon as this little farm or this little fire lights up. All right, let's go down to remove block. Okay, we've already done a lot of that. We're going to also go up to here and remove all this. And that'll give us a nice little starting spot. We have one bedroom. Let's go back to blocks and go wood block. Let's just increase the priority of that so nobody gets stuck. That you have the chop wood tool selected, which will not show coal the same. No, I had the claim item tool selected. But I was looking for surface coal, which would light up by the collect items tool. But it's fine. No, but like, okay, so you're trying to explain something to me that I wasn't trying to do, I don't think. Because I was looking for because there's like little lumps of coal on the surface usually. And I had the collect items tool selected, this tool selected, which is what I was looking for. Which makes things light up. But, okay. If I was actually doing it wrong, then I think I was succeeding in the thing I was trying to do. But it's possible I was doing something wrong. I don't know. Anyway, we need an area for storage, so I'm thinking probably around here, because there's coal right there, which is nifty. We'll just wait for them to build them ladders. Yep, which is also really nice. But Corvius Wade's probably correct. I don't know. I woke up at 4 in the morning, so if brain's slow today, then I don't know. My excuses are only so high today. What's up with you? You tired? So I need a bedroom. Beds. I have a day to wait until we can make nicer beds, so I'm just going to plop 3 beds into here, and I'll just destroy 2 of them in a little bit. But let's just make human homes! And then room. Production. Sleep is the only task that can be done there. Okay, got it. Can't make doors just yet. We'll be able to when that's done. So in a day, we'll be able to make doors. In order to make those beds, I need what skill? Craftwork skill. Do you have the craftwork skill? Yes, you do. Oh, you're sleeping. That's the problem. I was like, why are you sitting there? Oh, because you're sleeping. Got it. You're sleeping. Is anybody not sleeping? Okay, you know, we'll just follow you. We'll just speed up time until you wake up. This is one of those days. It's a Friday. It's the last day of the week. It's brain not work at full capacity day. I'm also going to need more duders here with other jobs, so I'm also going to give you stoneworking. There we go. I'll start waking up and getting back to things. Are we harvesting stuff? Kind of seemed like it for a second. Usually it's when your brain starts firing on all cylinders. And today, radio silence. Yeah. Well, I went in, like, Fridays are always kind of a difficult day for me because I always go into them just kind of expecting very few people to show up and to make very little money. But I keep streaming on Fridays because I said I would stream on Fridays, so I'm trying to make it work. It's just one of those days that I just kind of go into them just kind of expecting to be annoyed all day. Nothing good about Friday, especially that song. I do love the color gradients at the different times of day, though. It's really nice, like stuff fading into pink as it gets, like, goes into nighttime. Like, the color gradients for the times of day in this game is fantastic. Like, just the look of this game is awesome. So, now I'm going to do a little bit of filling in, I think. Let's just go blocks.
Healthy Bean cheered. X500. To gloomy Fridays with good company.
I wouldn't say it's gloomy. Well, I mean, it's gloomy outside, but it's just normal Friday. Congratulations, you doubled my income today. So thank you, Elfie. Doubled and a third on top. Let's go, no sand blocks. Let's do this. I'm expanding my farming potential, is what I'm doing. I may also just build like a sand bridge, like an artificial bridge across this. Once we can do stairs, though.
Elfie Bean cheered. X100. Also, chat. Check your primes.
Thanks for the $1, Elfie. All right, let's do this. Make several other houses or spaces. They may all just end up like bunking together for a bit, which should be fine. There's 2 occupants, although actually I might need to make 2 bedrooms. I can't remember if humans bunk together or not. +1 for prime. I mean, I'll take the extra prime. Rooms, human home. I'm in an ad break. Now everybody should have bedrooms. Although, I do need to remove a prop. One of those bedrooms. Because if I go to this screen, it says the number of occupants. Well, actually, no, not this screen. If I go to this screen, it says the number of occupants. Right there, occupants 2. Occupants 2, right? So they only have so much space. There's a gully right there. It's this game's seagulls. Friars Day? Friars Day. Friars D Brain Day? And also, to folks watching the YouTube stream, there's 31 of you right now, and 20 of you have liked it, which means another 11 of you can like it. Hey, Twitch chat, you guys want to go help with the YouTube stream at no cost to you? Go leave a like on that. And streamer's going to go take a real quick toilet break. I'll be right back.
Cheese for everyone!
Sword!
Let's take a lovely fruit, the tomato. Remove everything that's good from it, the seeds, the vitamins, the nutrients, everything that's good about it, and just jam it full of shit, garbage, shit sugar, and put it in a shit bottle that sounds like shit when you put it on your shit. It's shit! Stop eating ketchup!
No, 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 no! No! I get up and I make it halfway across my apartment, and I hear, "Jeez, for everyone!" echoing out of my office. Uh-huh. You guys are silly. All right. I mean, you can live your life the way you want to live your life, and if that's how you want to live your life, live your life. Don't make me change it or stop you, Bonesaw. Do need to increase these priorities, such as making that bed and finishing that wall. It's a glass bottle right there. I have no idea where we acquired a glass bottle, but probably water. We've got cherry corn that'll be ready in 1 day, 14 hours. More cherry corn. More cherry corn. And just plain old tilled earth. See if I can go over here and harvest some more crops. Like these cherry corns. Gonna need to make a little kitchen, so I'll probably do this one layer below this once this has flooring. Dirt clawed floor requires dirt, not sand. And in 11 hours, I will have wood floors. So I'm going to start making wood floors here. I have a Gmod prop hunt taunt? Well, I mean, Hobo made it, so it's a heavily edited down version of like a 90-second long like rant that I gave at somebody when somebody said, "How can you be human and not like ketchup?" I don't know. It's just I maintain I like tomato paste. Tomato paste is delicious. I might even make my own tomato paste this year. I'm also going to move this little workbench inside. Let's move you right there. And I'm going to go room, this one. I'm going to add it to over here. I'm going to keep it out here as well. But I'm going to get rid of this workshop. So it's going to maintain the same jobs. The fire is going to be outside. And we're going to move the workshop indoors. And in 8 hours, we will have wooden floors. And I'm going to build wooden floors right here, and then we can dig out underneath here and do more stuff like storage. But the thing that I'm actually going to do is I'm going to dig down to right about here where there's a coal vein. Although I think that that might actually just straight up flood everything. Because there's water, like, right there. Could dig right next to it. Try my luck. Although, is there coal over here anywhere? A lot of fish. We should probably try fishing. Because I did no fishing the last time I played this. Is anybody here not terrible at fishing? You've got an 8 in fishing. You've got an 8 in fishing. I don't think fishing requires a particular shop. I think I can just assign fishing, but we'll see. I know that you can make fishing rods. But I just presume that everything I know about this game has changed since I last played it. I know previously you would just assign it and they just like dive into the water and grab fish. You need a rod? Yeah, okay. That wouldn't surprise me. I think that that's wood crafting, which we get in 4 hours. And then I also need to start putting shit away. So what I might do, actually, is just go down here. As soon as we start building floors. And just do that. That or I could go down 2 levels. Ooh. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll go down 2 levels. So I can just queue this up right now. And this could be like storage room / other things. Just to get stuff rolling. Yeah, that should be fine. There's a fishing research too? Okay, well, that's also new then. Like I said, I just presume everything is new. Oh, okay, it gives you a fishery. Where fishing jobs are automated. All right. Got it. All of that's new. Also, look at this. We're getting dirt clods now. I can make dirt clod floors. Probably just go down here, actually, and just dirt clod up this floor. Floors. Dirt clod. Although I don't know where that dirt cobble came from, so. As long as you have a rod. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that you get fishing with wood cutting, so. Let's speed up time. And in right now, we can research more stuff. I might just like go into fishing because like, you know, we're on an ocean, there's fish everywhere. I think it would make logical sense to focus on fishing, right? You need to have woodworking. Don't worry. I will not ignore that message. I just read it. I read the ignore message after I read the message that you told me to ignore, so I refuse to ignore that message. Yeah, I think we're going to do a fishery. That seems like fun. Settlement destroyed and settlement conquered. People are getting destroyed and conquered. By natural causes. Wait, did they die of stupidity? What is natural causes for a settlement getting destroyed? Was there just one person living there? Just had a heart attack? Settlement destroyed, rip. Could not reach dirt block 50. Oh. I don't know why it's telling me it couldn't reach dirt block 52. It's a little odd, because he is building this one. But, like, I'm confused. Geese attack, maybe? I mean, maybe. Wait, do geese actually attack you? Some hermit starved? Maybe. It certainly is a little odd realm, yes. I mean, I could just cancel them. I don't really need to go this deep right now. It's just odd. That's all it is. It's weird. Weird! I should just work on this up here anyway. I don't have much dirt. Only 3, but I can get them to place it. Then up here I can do... Oh, I need wood planks for wood floors. Right. All right, so I need to make more workshops. is what I need, but I also need doors. So let's do doors first. Wooden door, wooden door, wood hatch. Although, does that block the upper one? I don't actually know. I don't think so. Also, I'm pretty sure that the gullies are seagulls, not geese. Fun fact, I've never been attacked by a goose. I have been attacked by seagulls, though. I think I'm living life backwards. Okay, so I'm just going to move a stockpile into here. And I'm just going to leave it as an everything stockpile for right now. Like, we're just going to put everything here. And I'm just going to fill this up with bins for different material types. So food will be put into one type of bin. Raw construction materials will be put into another type of bin, etc. And because we have containers, I could just go wood barrels for beverages, food, water, etc. So drink. I can go wood bins right here for other things. I can put chests in for other things. And they'll get to it. Are they pets or just wild animals? Because I'm pretty sure they're just wild animals. Also, it looks like he's starving to death is the problem. I don't actually know how to feed pets. Now that I think about it. How do you feed pets? Because, like, I thought those were just wild animals. But it does actually look like it's my pet. Do I have to assign somebody to animals, perhaps? Where my other dude are at? Oh, there you are. Tend and tame animals. Let's see. I don't think you need the animal husbandry research to feed them. That would be a little silly. But I don't know. I don't really care if this thingy dies. It doesn't really matter to me. There's a few people that are that high now, Bonesaw. That or it could just be a room. Well, it's not the well house. Yeah, I don't know. Not a huge priority for me. I'm not going to lose sleep if a seagull dies. Sorry, seagull. Gully remains. We have a new item, chat. Research gives you the room. All right, well. Whatever. Animal husbandry also lets you catch new things, so it's fine. I'm not going to lose sleep over a seagull dying. A singular Tim Hortons garbage bin can feed all of the seagulls in the world as far as I'm concerned. And I've been attacked by seagulls. If we had geese, I would defend it with my life because I love geese, but seagulls, they can die in a fire, it's fine. They're not doing anybody any good. They steal your stuff and mock the process. I saw a seagull, like, last year that was so fat that it couldn't actually fly properly. And it literally... I've seen that seagull a couple of times. I don't think it's alive anymore, though. And it lived in front of the Tim Hortons and A&W in downtown Vancouver right beside Science World. And it was a giant, like, morbidly obese seagull. It would, like, flop around, and if another seagull went after any garbage, it would, like, attack them, and it would just go around collecting garbage and putting it in a pile. And if you walked near the garbage pile, it would, like, scream at you. Basically. It was, like, Old Man Gully. It was very funny. Just this very sad seagull. I should also do clothing so that I can make more, what's it called? I should do clothing so that we can make more, or or get rid of this plant fiber that's going to be everywhere in a little bit. I've got people that are snoozing, so I will go here and go here and go here. Twink, twink, twink. Doink, doink, doink. And then you. We need the carpenter's station, which I'm going to put down here in a separate room. Not there. There's enough space above this that I could kind of go this way. So let's just go jobs. Dig mine, like something like this. That should be big enough. And I think I put that in the right place. Should be like right there. The humble guard goose. Yeah, I don't know. Geese are smart. I think people who dislike geese and get attacked by geese have dogs or children, because geese understand children are a liability and dangerous. And as somebody who also thinks that children are a liability and dangerous, I'm on the side of the geese with this one. Sorry. And dogs bark at geese, so geese don't like dog. But geese are lovely. One of your old profs would always feed the gulls at a rest stop sign, and that specifically said, "Do not feed the seagulls," just because there is, and I quote from him, no such species with the name seagull. I'm here feeding the black-tipped gulls, so it's fine." You know, I love the well-actually-ness of that. Was this person also hysterically insufferable? Okay, so while that's working, I'm gonna make a kitchen. Yes? Okay, well that makes sense. There's a button down here. I want to say it's this one. Nope. Is it... There is a all overlays button. Ah. Settings... There is a all overlays button. Where it be? Maybe it's something I have to hold down while hitting other buttons. Anyway, I need for kitchens. If I just go to job priorities, what do I need for kitchens? In order to cook, I need a cauldron, which I don't think I have yet, but I can check. We may have started with a cauldron, though. And then a table for butchery. And to cook, we need a fire. Yeah, I think I need bronze working for that, so let's go fire. And table. It's the eyeball all the way to the left. Is it this? Ah, there you go. Thank you. What's the toggle for that? Alt. Ah, there we go. Sweet. I love this guy just like climbing up here to get out, because I don't actually have a roof up here yet. That's funny. And then down here we got this door set up. We're mining this out. This is going to become my carpentry room, or my wood mill, rather. And I'm also going to go to stockpiles again, right here. I'll just do this. And let's remove that. And go to you. And then see, what do you need? Just needs a workbench. Workbench, workbench, workbench. Okay. Stations. Make a stone workbench or a wood workbench. Let's just make a wood one. I'll actually plop 2 in there. And then I can go here. Fishing pole requires a workbench. Let's just make 3. Let's make 1 wooden pickaxe. Make hammers. And then I'm just going to automate wooden planks. You were attacked as an adult by a goose because it was literally a warden goose. He guarded a chicken coop of your neighbor. Really? Yeah. My parents had this weird crow. I love crows and generally try and get along very well with crows. Also, hey, Chad, Broski, and board engineer. Hello? How do humans get more colonists? They make more colonists. How do humans make more humans? At least that's how it worked in the past. In the past, you just made bedrooms and they would just make more slowly. If it's changed, I don't know. I'm presuming it's still the same. But I get my parents had this crow that lived close to where they lived for a while. And this crow would attack anybody with glasses. You take your glasses off and it would just like not attack you. But if you put glasses on, it would attack you. Because it never attacked my mom, but always attacked my dad. Which I genuinely think is hysterical. Okay, so food is going up. That's good. There's a prison system to capture and integrate prisoners. Yeah, because you can have, like, factions. I'm just going to get a lot of storage going in here. But yeah, I haven't messed with the prison system at all. How can humans make more humans? I thought you were asking how can humans make alcohol. I was like, well, you need you need bronze work or metal working, and then I was like, wait a second. Alcohol and dubstep. Mm-hmm. Or if the internet is to be believed, I guess sleep token. If you're into metal. I don't know how much I believe the internet. That's why Dick Cheney can't come to the university I work at all. The crows would attack him. Oy. I mean, shoutouts to the crows. They usually attack people with good reason, right? Let's see if I can dig next to this. Because I can't dig right there. Or I will flood my fort. Which is, you know. Although, actually, I wonder. I haven't tried this yet, so maybe I should try. I should try the dumb thing. Let's just remove this. Let's be like, yo, go mine this. Can they mine underground? Or underwater? I don't actually know. Because there's a bunch of coal veins that are like very convenient right here, but also I don't know how long they can hold their breath for. Because that like is pretty deep. It's like in a weird cliff. We'll see. I think a lot of other things to do above ground first. How do humans make alcohol? Rot berries and drums. Yes, there you go. There's also a lot of hauling jobs that need to be done. I think I'm going to go. Am I missing jobs for this? Oh, duh, it's because I didn't actually enable it. I'm smart. I'm staring at that, I'm like, why is this not working? Because it's, like, not enabled. I blame 4 hours of sleep. My brain just super duper duper malfunctioned. It's okay, though. We're working through it. Okay. So, Duder here just, like, did in fact dig through that, and it's also flooding this cave down here. Which has tin in it and copper. So I did in fact successfully mine underwater, and it is causing the water to flow down into here. I don't know if that coal is accessible now. This creep? Yes, this is Creeper World. It's actually just water. Water flows way slower than it used to. So that's a thing that we just did. There's tin ore right there. There's a coal vein right there. Let's try mining this one out. Just need to be able to collect the coal at some point. Although, I kind of doubt they can hold their breath long enough to go down into there, because that seems kind of dangerous. That seems kind of dangerous. Although that being said, it looks like my my fires are working now. So, I guess they were able to get the coal out. Awesome, which means I can now cook. And we also have light. Which also means I can make coal now, which is good. Cool. I have no idea how they pulled that off, but they did, so that's good. No complaints there. And if I go down, we do in fact appear to be making planks, which is also good. Okay, that's pretty funny. Cal Flord in YouTube chat says, "What is this wizardry? Is this Dwarf Fortress reskinned in a Nintendo tile set? Considering Nintendo has amazing art styles for most of their games, it's like one of the things they consistently do well. Like I would take that as a compliment if I did the art for this game. Man, being compared to Nintendo is high praise. This is Odd Realm. This is kind of like a game that's very, very heavily inspired by Dwarf Fortress, but mechanically is exceptionally different to Dwarf Fortress. It is a game about building colonies, yes, but it has 4 playable factions, which are wildly different from one another. It has written characters and neat cave systems. It has relatively small maps and smaller populations, but a lot of very interesting, unique things that Dwarf Fortress doesn't do. So it's a game that's very much worth checking out. What do you think, chat? Or Twitch chat? Is this Dwarf Fortress reskin to look like a Nintendo game? That being said, now I really want to play Rise of the Mushroom Kingdom. It's desperately something I need in my life is Rise of the Mushroom Kingdom. Because that mod was just too good. I was in an ad, but the ad should be finished for most people now. All right, so I'm just going to let them do their thing for a little bit. I'm also going to pretty soon remove these extra beds. Let's go jobs. Scroll down, remove prop. Get rid of those. Do humans share beds in this? I can't remember, chat. If you remember, chat, or if you know, chat, feel free to let me know. Probably dig this layer out and then put flooring in. Here's probably the next best thing. Well, actually, probably flooring up here. Yeah, let's do that first. I don't know why it's all red there, but it's because they can't access it for some reason? Oh, no, they can. I could also do thatch roofs, but I kind of want this to have several more floors on it. Let's dig out this. That's the wrong tool. Let's dig out this. That's the right tool. Let's chop down this tree. You haven't seen human share beds? Okay. Also, shoutouts to the person who's sleep, or is that just a partially, it's just partially destroyed. Okay. It's nice to play a game after you've spent a few days like fiddling with it to try and learn it. So you're at the point where you're like, I get it, because I'm at that point now. I don't know. I haven't played late game. I haven't made it to late game Odd Realm in a couple of years. I mean, the last time I got to late game Odd Realm was right after they added the third playable faction, which at the time the game was quite different. I mean, the UI was completely different, and the balance was quite different. It also ran like shit. But I had 99 humans, and we were just like annihilating everything and just building massive structures. Currently, I don't know what the end game is like because I don't know. I haven't made it there in multiple years. So, like, the last time I made it that far was probably, I mean, I could go look when that patch came out, but like 2 or 3 years ago. Furthest you got was summer first year. Good luck making it through winter. Winter's tough. Unironically, winter's kind of tough in this game. I also need to keep an eye on the temperatures. But I would recommend this game. I mean, like, I do need to, like, go full transparency here, but I do know the developer for this game. He does live in Vancouver. I've had beer with him before. He is a cool dude. So there is a little bit of, like, transparency needed, I guess, there. But aside from that, I do heavily recommend this game. Purely because, like, there isn't enough games like this that are very unique, and this game is very unique and trying to do some different things, which makes it interesting to me. I kind of want to do bronze work next, but let's just check out the human tech tree. What do we have in the... This is all new. Human home. Okay, what's this? Town hall. What's town hall do? Town hall is a place of meeting during emergencies, as well as the seat of power for the leader of a settlement. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just do that, because it's only 18 hours to research that. We'll make this the town hall, this upper floor. It got to a finished state. This game has always had, like, a certain level of polish. I think, like, this game in early access was just, it doesn't feel balanced. But at least, uh-oh. Not enough water. I need to actually make a well. I kind of hoped that I wouldn't need one because there was just, like, you know, ocean everywhere, but... So my food died because I didn't have enough water. But this game has always had, like, a certain level of polish to it. Even the early access builds felt polished gameplay-wise. Like, the UIs always felt really good. This current UI was just different, but it is actually quite fluid once you've worked your way through it. Like, I do actually think that the UI in this game is really well designed. So for a very long time, this game has felt like it could be a 1.0, and the developer was just continuing to work on it. I mean, he even said that in the interview that I did with him on YouTube, that he kind of wishes that he released it as 1.0 like 3 or 4 years ago, and then considered the extra factions like expansion packs. So that should automatically harvest water, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check. Automatically queue jobs, automatic conditions. Let's just draw 3 water from the well. We do have to be careful with that because, like, in the winter, all the water freezes, which is what kills most people. So you have to fill barrels down here with water. Is there a way to prevent citizens to run out when enemies have arrived? It's different for each faction. So the humans have the town halls, but you want most people to be in some sort of military setting, right? And you can assign control groups down here. So assign a control group, tell them to go inside, lock the door, assign a control group to your combat guys, tell them to go outside to meet the enemies, etc. Is kind of the way the game wants you to do it. Because people don't like game that don't have tutorial, and game didn't have tutorial when it released from Steam. And developer is making a tutorial very quickly. Like every patch includes more tutorial. I'm actually just going to make some more baskets so we can get more water. It's workshops down here. Yeah, wood baskets. Also, there's some negative reviews that may actually be because of my recommendation for it, where they're just like, it's not as deep as Dwarf Fortress, which is like, what the fuck? But no, there are some legitimate negative reviews for this game that are very much like, this game had better features at one point, which is true. Like, it absolutely had a very functional tutorial at one point, which no longer exists, which, for lack of a better term, sucks. And I really, really wish that, like, that hadn't been taken out or had been redone completely before this version launched, because I think that that did the game a lot of disservice, because I do think that there is a lot of polish here, and I do think that this game is quite awesome. The problem is like, you know, when you have a community of people that have been playing a game for 5.5 years in early access, and then you release it from early access, and some of them are going to be understanding if you completely change the way the game works. Some of them are not going to be understanding. So you've got that problem right there. And then combine that with, then a bunch of new people buy the game and they go, this game has no tutorial. What the fuck? It's really complicated. So I do think it's legitimate criticism. It just, developer is working to remedy it. The problem with Steam reviews is people don't often, oh shit, I know what I did. I built floor there underneath my ladder. Kind of surprised nobody died. Duh. I thought I erased that, but guess I didn't. People generally don't update reviews on Steam, yeah. Like, I mean, that's like the biggest risk ever. Like, releasing a game from early access and getting mixed recent reviews is basically like a death sentence for a game on Steam. It sucks. And this is a game that, like, I've supported throughout its entirety of early access, and you know, it released and it definitely sold a lot more copies than it had up until that point on release, but this game has never sold particularly well. But this is also a game that, like, talking to the developer of it, he's said, like, it doesn't matter how well the game sells. If he has to get a job, he'll go get a day job and just work on it in his free time. Developer will just slow down. Is this game a single dev like Songs of Six? Yep, solo dev. Although he commissioned the music. I think I'm pretty sure the music's the only thing he didn't do. Everything else is him. He even made the font. Like, this is very much like a solo dev art project, basically. And he has been working on it full time. Like, he quit his day job in 2017 to work on the game, so he's been at it for quite some time now. Okay, so I've got a bunch of tilled earth there. Do have some plants in there. I'm also going to place all of this here except for there. And then this layer right here is going to get dug out. And this is just going to be food stockpile and storage. Maybe that'll be here. And then I'll do the town hall thing up here. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. There's more than a handful of games that are deeper than Dwarf Fortress. I mean, if you mean like mechanical complexity, yeah, there's not a lot. Are there migrant waves? I remember there being migrant waves. This is my first time playing humans in more than 2 years. But I'm pretty sure it's mostly procreation and then capture and claim, if I remember correctly. Town hall's been researched. Cool. I don't want to do that just yet. Let's go. Probably weapons. Wood weapons and armor is probably the next thing I want to do. So that we can just make like wooden bows and arrows, because I think that's probably going to be the best way to go about this place, is just go up onto the roof and then just get everybody with a bow going pew, pew, pew. Making coal. All right. There's a crab on the map, chat. That is a crab. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pixels. That's adorable. It has skills in melee combat. And it has no profession. I think its profession should be crab. It's definitely a professional crab. I've seen many crabs in my life, and I can confirm that that is a professional one. I think, to me, the only place where this game really suffers is in its combat. And that's not to say that I don't like the combat. I think the combat's actually okay. My problem with the combat in this game is that's where the art style gets a little tough. 69%. Hey, chat, if you own this game or if you just bought it and you like it, leave it a positive review and help it get back up to mostly positive, because that's basically the question of whether or not Steam's going to actually, like, promote this game at all. We're mining out a little bit of dirt down here because that's very easy floor stuffs. And don't be like me and accidentally block off your one way down into your mines. Are based on how close to the other nearest kingdom of your faction race is? Oh, that's interesting. Well, I'm probably pretty far away. I didn't know that. Yeah, pretty far. Good to know, though. Good to know. Now, is that just for humans or is that for everybody? That was a weird render issue when I came back in, like the trees were all invisible. What, in Dwarfort? I feel like the really pretty colors, like the very bright, vibrant colors in Dwarf Fortress should specifically be the ones that are really hard to find. Or the ones that are, like, costly resource-wise. I'm actually going to increase the priority. Of wood mills, just in general. And wood plank, I'm going to increase your priority too. I know that this is automated already, but I'm just going to queue it up. It's like a red fluffy carpet. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like jet, right? Like jet is like one of the best construction stones in Dwarf Fortress. Enjoy your luncheon, Zelfie. Why Odd Realm has mixed reviews? I'm gonna be explaining this all day, aren't I? Because the 1.0 version removed the tutorial and is rapidly adding it back in, but that's enough for some people to be like, game bad, bye. Which sucks. I don't think that mixed reviews necessarily indicate bad game, especially if all-time reviews are positive. Like, the overall reviews for this game are positive, whereas it's just the recent ones that are mixed. Usually just indicates upset. Yeah, it's got 88 overall positive reviews. The recent ones are mixed, which, if you look at them, they almost all say, where'd tutorial go? Game have no tutorial. Well, if you look at the patch notes, every single one of the patch notes is adding in more tutorial. So, if you feel you need a tutorial, which is fair if you do, I would just give it a month or a week at the rate he's going. I may just be out of wood. That might actually be the issue here. All right, time to go chop down some trees then. Just hacking down all these small ones. We can cut out some small bits of this. Hack that up, and hack that up. You feel like you're in kindergarten asking people what their favorite colors and shit? That or you're just playing Warframe. It's hard to tell. Typical gamer. Quizzing people about their favorite colors. This game does have that, and I think it's actually pretty good. I think the problem is it doesn't quite give enough information in some cases. And also, something the game should do, very much so, is it should recommend you play as the humans first. Because the humans are pretty straightforward and self-explanatory. Like, as an example, the Ancients have, like, 5 different buildings that are just called nonsense words that mean nothing. And if you're playing the game for the first time and don't know how to, like, don't realize that you have to go to this screen and then, like, click on the room overlay to, like, see what benches you need for that room to function, it doesn't make any sense. And I could very much see a new player just getting super frustrated with that. Even though the game has pretty good tooltips. But, like, what the fuck is weir and a Thridir tree seed? How do I plant a tree? Like, I think that it's very possible for you to just kind of set yourself up for failure in this game from the get-go. Yeah, Chaos Transmutation Station. I mean, I have to kill Chaos, but that's besides the point. Tutorials are boring and suck? Well, I think some people value their time. If you don't, that's fair. I don't particularly value my time, and I'm okay with just, like, glaring at a wiki. But that's the other problem, is, like, this game doesn't have a wiki. Because it's always had such a small community, right? That's another issue right there, is, like, this game doesn't have a wiki. Also, this is a cave that we've just found that I can now dig into. Check out all this. We got mushrooms, whatever blood crown mushrooms are. It's full of chests and pots and random other stuff. Cool. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, no, the reason this game doesn't have a wiki is because before it came out on Steam, it had a concurrent player base of like 3 to 10. Like a good day for this game, I will always say, kill Chaos. I never played that game. I watched 90 seconds of one trailer and laughed my ass off. And I must kill Chaos. I don't even really know what that means. Thank you, Team Ninja. Team Ninja made that, right? I could be wrong. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. This game just when this game has had like a series of bad launches, which like way back when this game first came out, it had I think it was one playable faction at the time. It was just humans, or maybe it was like humans and ancients. Regardless, I recall it having one playable faction. I could be wrong there, but when this game first launched, it had a custom font. Okay. And it still has a custom font. But it was a custom font that was within the same pixel requirements as all of the items and people in the game. So it was using like 8 pixels per letter. Which is awesome and artsy. And virtually unreadable. So when this game first came out, when it first appeared and was playable and you could buy it and play it on itch, because it launched on itch first. Everybody was like, yeah, nah, sorry. that's no good, bus. That's no good, bud. And a lot of people just kind of wrote the game off at that point, which sucks. The second thing that then happened was after that initial thing, he then finally released it on Steam, and it had like no marketing behind it, and like nobody covered it. And it just kind of appeared, and a couple people streamed it. Most people ignored it. And then most people just kind of forgot about it. And then it would occasionally get like little blips of engagement from like Splattercat, because Splattercat would cover this game occasionally, because Splattercat's a cool dude. But basically this game's never gotten any press, really. Like that initial font problem, I think, killed the potential RimWorld streamers that tried it. And streamers are fickle, weird people, and most of us just straight up won't play games if people aren't streaming them. So if there's nobody streaming it, nobody continues streaming it. And if you bounce a bunch of people off initially, good luck getting them to come back. It's kind of like nobody updates Steam reviews. It's really hard to get streamers to try games a second time. And so because of that, like, this game had a maximum ever player base of like 90 and never really went above that. And like, if you go look at the historical player counts, it's always been in like below 10, with the exception of like patch months where it might bump up to like 20. And then the developer of this game, bless his soul, developed it in a very Dwarf Fortress-like fashion. He would put out shit tons of content once a year, which I think for a completed game, that's not a bad way to do it, actually. I think that's actually a pretty good way to do it for completed games. But for a early access game, people need it to be constantly in their memory to keep going back to it and keep trying it. And so this game just kind of sat there in early access, and a lot of people just kind of wrote it off as a dead game. And then once a year, he would triple the content in the game. And then he redid the whole engine for the game. And this just kind of continued. And now the game's out. It's in a great place, with the exception of like the launch bugs and the lack of tutorial. The bugs are mostly fixed at this point, and then the tutorial is getting added back in. But this game is just kind of like a series of like unfortunate marketing decisions and just like, I don't want to say oversights, but I do genuinely think that the game that's here is really good. And that has led to the game having no wiki, because the player base has always been so small. And it's led to, I think, just kind of ongoing problems. And I know that this is like an anti-sell, but it's just kind of the reality that this game is. I really like this game, and I want to see it be as successful as it can be, because there is actually a really cool game here. But it's also like, indie dev is really fucking hard. And a pinch of bad time, sure, yeah. And like, indie dev is really hard. It's not easy to be a solo developer, and most indie developers are not good at marketing. And the ones that are benefit very much so. But most indie devs aren't in game development to market a video game. They're there to make a video game. And I think that this is a really competently made little video game that has had a lot of bad marketing. There is a wiki, sure, Zat200. It's exceptionally out of date and hosted on fandom. So there isn't a wiki for this game, as far as I'm concerned. Most of the information in it is wrong, or a lot of it is. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to be a downer, but it's just kind of the reality. Anyway, if we can keep chat moving, that'd be great. Sorry for the speech, but I've got wood planks down here. What container do wood planks go in? Are those considered refined? Yes. So then that would be a bin. My favorite rocks? Like in real life or in Dwarfort? Dwarfort, probably jet. In real life, yo, petrified wood looks super cool. I don't know if that's a rock. It's more of like a mineral, but... What wiki hoster do I accept? Anything as long as it's not fandom. Like, quite literally. Anything as long as it's not fandom. Fandom is just, like, a scourge on society. They all mining down here? Seems like it. Petrified wood is hard to come by. You saying pet wood just makes me think of pet rocks. But... And in real life, it's quite easy to come by. I'm presuming you're talking about Dwarf Fortress, though. I mean, I can tolerate bad UX design and piles of ads on websites. That's not the reason for my hatred of fandom. The reason of my hatred of fandom is they've bought and killed a couple websites I liked. Like their parent company, and their existence has, like, destroyed several websites that I used to really like. Example A, Giant Bum. Recently left early access. Rhodium Dragon. You just see a dwarf with a pet boulder. Man. People get so annoyed when dwarves just collect things in their bedrooms, but wouldn't it be funny if they could just, if you just had a dwarf that had an obsession for boulders and would just, like, collect them and keep them in their bedroom? Fandom is legit evil and the internet is worse for their existence. Yeah, pretty much. I would agree with that. I second that take. Let's just finish these floors. Wow, wow, wow. They just, like, put googly eyes on it, Dominoc. But yeah, for me, fandom, like, their actual, like, you know, wiki pages are fine. Like, the wiki itself doesn't matter, but it's what they do with the money that they've made from that wiki that hurts. That I don't like. Put little torches on these walls. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I want to put it in the wall. I want to put it on the wall. Got this in itch.io bundle years ago. Steam has spoiled you with auto-updating. Oh, yeah. No, Steam has spoiled a lot of people in a lot of ways. Although I would say if you like this game, I do recommend buying it on Steam and leaving it a review. But that's just me being a weirdo. Like, I'm the sort of person who will buy games on itch and play them through itch and then buy them again on Steam just to give the dev more money. But you also need to remember buying games for me is a tax deduction. And also, this is my job. So I'm a weird case, but... Piece of shale encrusted with finely cut wood opals for a pet rock. And it looks like a sheep. That's a lot of corn. Jesus. So I guess crate would be what I'd need for food. Let's make this into a food stockpile. Rooms, stockpiles. Go across here, leaving the game paused. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted because that's just an extension of the same stockpile. Or actually, that's a wood mill. I need to click this button and go thunk right there. and hit this button. Stuff does degrade when it's left out, so you gotta be careful. Hold control, click everything. Screw what I'm doing. Let's say meats. Sure, I have meat. Meals. I don't have any grains. Fruits. I'll also select grains for future reference. Vegetables. Sweet. Missed a new Astronauts beta release. You were checking it daily for a few weeks ago. I want to try that game again, but I'm very skeptical on it. It doesn't matter how much Dwarf Fortress I play. If I play a game, or if I open a game up and the first thing it does is give me a PDF explaining how to play it, I'm not very likely to keep playing it. Do I have a child? Hey, we do. Look at this. Newborn Babu. Mom and Dad are the king and queen. We got Nadok Weehead. Already getting to work. Good stuff. Can I give you a profession? Nope, because you're a child. Okay. Fair enough. What skills can you do? Lots of things. Cool. I'm going to give you woodworking and crafting. You'd take a PDF for this game right now? Sure, but okay. There's one type of game I will accept a PDF for. Because I own a game that came with a PDF that I did end up playing quite a bit of. But I haven't streamed any of this game. This. It says I only have half an hour. That's not accurate. I have maybe 5. This game has a 270-page manual, which is in character too, and it literally says, "Greetings, scum! Get on the floor." It's literally the first lines in the manual, so you know it's a good time. Yeah. Which is kind of crazy that like that the what's the spaceship game? Astronauts. It's kind of crazy that Astronauts is still a early development game because of how long it's been in development. Yeah, and tutorial's coming.
What about Aurora 4X?
Holy shit, money!
Laughing face.
Thanks for the second subscription of the day. For the slowest stream I've done of the year, maybe. For money. But thank you for the 10th month. Welcome back. What about Aurora 4X? I mean, that game is just XL 1995, the video game. You know, I like inflicting Aurora 4X on people. I don't like playing Aurora 4X. But thank you, good Charles. Jack, can I get a round of beers? Gotta take the opportunities we have. Child looks like it's just legs. He's also naked. No, he's got a full body. A little more stouty. But he's got a body. Like he's missing 2 rows of pixels. Is it 2? Yeah, so child has 1 row of pixel has legs, no row of pixels, and then shoulders, whereas adults have legs, row of pixels, shoulders. That's funny. Although maybe I do actually want to just have the child on hauling. I should probably just have like a designated hauler. Let's take you off of woodwork. I should probably also do a fishery. Maybe we'll put a fishery right here. And then actually, I'm going to go along here, and I'm just going to do a door. No, that's a cabinet, not a door. What? Cyrelag, thanks for checking out a gift. Greatly appreciate you. Oh, we're out of wood. Look at that. Door. Do 2 of those. I'm going to cut like half of this tree off. Also, John Confide, thank you very much for that brand new subscription. Greatly appreciate that. Means a lot, dude. Okay, so Kiddo's real good at logging. I'm actually going to make Kiddo into kind of a logger, maybe. Currently have a lot of tasks to do. We're still finishing up this stuff up here. Including, like, putting our food into here. So we don't, you know, die. Just a vertical chair boy with a head. Pretty much, yes. The art of this game is just way too charming. I'm going to make a little fishing hut down here. Hold down shift. And then 1 layer up, I'm going to go roof. We'll do thatch. This will be our fishing hut. Fun stuff about the games you like? Well, cheers, dude. Uploads have been a little slow as of late, but that's because I'm cutting down, you know, how do I word this? 90 hours of footage. It's going to take a little bit, but we'll get there. And Dominoc, thanks for checking out a gift and starting up that little hype train. I wasn't expecting that today, so thank you so much. Just making people equip some weapons, just in case, you know. Do I have any extra clothing lying around? I don't know. I may need to just research clothes and make clothes. I think it's gear, right? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, no, we need more clothes. It's the other reason the child is kind of hard to see is because they're running around naked. There we go. I don't think you can set professions for little children because I clicked on the button to see if I could set him a profession and he didn't accept it. Like it's all crossed out. Yeah, he's too young. I already checked, so. But no, I haven't done it yet. I'm presuming it's like he'll age into it. I know that like most of the other factions get professions right off the bat, so. Speaking of, I'm actually just gonna set my well house to collect a bunch of water. Whoa! So I unlocked a thing right as those subs popped up. Thank you very much, Scribd, for the 10-pack of gift subs. Thanks for the day. You perked up my mood significantly from my kind of sleepy ramblings. Appreciate you, mate. Also, Kim Jong Jits, that's funny. Let's go to, I think it's, is it workshops that I do this? No, it's wood mills maybe? Yeah, okay. So I can make wooden bows now. Make wooden spears. I can also make shields. Let's make 2 shields. And my next research is going to be clothing. Which requires linen. 5 days? My God. Humans are bad at researching, let me tell you. Oh, this game has a lot of like weird little or cute little details. Like this kid's high intelligence. Apparently, they have a metabolism. Sorry, that's funny. Because not everything has metabolisms. That's can mate. You know, like this dude is a citizen. Obviously, he's male. What about Kiddo here? What can Kiddo not do? Kid can't mate. Good. Has a metabolism naturally. Is not dehydrated. It's 1 day old. Can carry items. Is currently carrying an item and has been hydrated and will be thirsty in 5 minutes. Or hasn't been thirsty in 5 minutes? I'm not sure, actually. No, time actually moves pretty slowly in this game. That isn't to say that this game is slow, but like 4 hours of time will get you through 2 seasons. Like real time. So, thank you very much for the hype train, chat. Appreciate you guys. This dude is running around with a tome of agriculture. Kinda want you actually using a bow and arrow? And then for the person with the sword, I want you to take this. Starting to make those thatch roofs for the little fishing house. I do think that the child looks hysterical, though. It's this tiny little all legs gangly thing. Slow is good sometimes. In Project Zomboid, for example, having longer days can be nice. It's a matter of personal rhythm. Not everyone plays like they work. High on caffeine and all. Oh, yeah, no, totally. I mean, this tree just grow. That's nice. Yeah, it's not a slow game, but time doesn't move quickly in this game. Because this game can be pretty high stress at times. All right, let's actually go down to that cave system. See what else is in here. Get some stone chunks. A bunch of bones. Bones. I'm going to go to these chests and just remove props. See what pops out of them. Will for more detail in a day, something Dwarf Fortress doesn't have? No, totally. Yeah. Well, I mean, it does. It just has it in adventure mode, right? Got copper ore from those. Thank you very much for the hype train, chat. Thanks for the 14 subscriptions. Appreciate you guys. I think we'll have to do metal works next. Ooh. Bunch of loot right there. Got random dirt, of course. It's iron mace. Light leather vest. Light leather vest. Any pants? Tree seeds. Treliac meat? They had clothes and warm rooms, but they chose to randomly do stuff and slowly die. Oh no. Wonder why. There's a coal vein down here. Yeah, personally, I haven't had that happen. But winter is tough in this game. I do know that. Go to rooms. Throw a fishery in here. Can't remember if I made fishing rods. Has fishing pole. Okay, so I just need somebody with a fishing pole. Did I make fishing poles? Apparently we do. So I probably need to equip somebody with a fishing pole. But yeah, I wonder how you would keep them from going outside. My assumption would be like, you know, have lots of heating indoors, but at the same time also remove reasons for them to go outside. If that makes any sense. But that's very easy to say and not necessarily easy to do, right? Also, thanks for the follows. I do see those. I just don't have any notifications for them. But hey, if you've made it through the winter, it certainly sounds like you're doing better than a lot of people have. So congratulations on making it through the winter, Eek the Cat, if you did. Yeah, cheers to making it through the winter. You've been playing this game for a while. Raids are a bit annoying. You can turn them off. Like, this does kind of seem like a game to me where you might want to just turn the raids off and then build a big successful fortress, and or base, I guess, or city, or whatever you want to call it. Tree Town. And then once you've done that, then at that point, turn the raids on. But, yeah. And Shenryon, thank you very much for the 4th month with Prime. Welcome back. And Embark, it's also good to remove alcohol and add spores for winter, maybe. Alcohol takes a lot of points, too. Oh. Did I start with alcohol? But, I mean, bronze cat mushrooms down here. I should probably farm these. I don't know about the blood crown mushrooms, but... Good time zone. How are you doing, Talanartho? I lurked in your stream a little bit earlier today while I was editing, because I woke up at 3:30 in the morning and got out of bed at about 4. Long day. It was rough. Also, I just realized I should probably do this. Why don't I just do this instead? Can I not? No. Thought I could do that. Maybe it's because I've got the... Oh, it's fine. I'll just remove it. You built a Lego chicken. Huh. Okay. I don't recall seeing that. I was just watching you playing dwarfs. I think I need to tell him to equip the fishing rod to make it actually work, but... Yo, hey, kiddo. I'm going to give you the fisherman task, which means I'm going to give you... fishing pole. Well, I think it was after that I was watching. It was like 5 something my time. I don't know. I wasn't really looking at the clock. Is there an end game? I don't know. And the reason I don't know is because the last time I played this game a lot was about 2.5 years ago. I played it like once since then. And I haven't played enough since 1.0 to get to a situation that I would call an end game. So I'm a bad person to ask. In history, it's always just been, you know, build bigger, better, and then eventually retire and build another town. It might still just be that. I don't actually know. Yep, fences are great, or it's like it's the spiky wooden walls. To give you an idea, the last time I played this game, if anybody's been playing this game for a while, you might know what I'm talking about. The last time I played this game, the best way to defend your city was just plant a circle of trees around it, because things couldn't climb up overhangs, meaning they couldn't climb up trees. So you just planted a circle of trees around your city and it was impenetrable. You just locked the door. Nobody could get in. It was great. But that was a very long time ago. So yeah. That was the last time I hit an end game in this game. Yeah, fences weren't in the game yet. Back at this point. Because fences, to me, are a relatively recent addition to this game. Are you swimming? Where the hell are you going? Buddy, you're stressing me out. I'm so happy it doesn't, like, play the Sonic, like, drowning music. Shit's terrifying. Wants to go for a cave dive, apparently. Fortunately, they can hold their breath for a minute, which is good. That's my fishing zone right there. All right, so I can also now dig out this area right beneath this wooden floor. Yeah, I remember back in the day, the way that I would survive winter consistently was that I would... The way that I would survive winter consistently is I would... what's the word I'm looking for here? Is I would just do all of my underground mining stuff in the winter. Do a lot of surface stuff in the summer and then just tell them all to go underground for the winter. I don't know if that's still a thing. I mean, I would assume it probably would still work, that it would be warm underground. Begin making a land bridge. And also filling in these edges. We'll make stairs going down from up here. Lots of work. Food supplies still climbing. Presume we haven't harvested any of these mushrooms yet, have we? Although I don't actually know which ones of these mushrooms are edible. Yeah, there's a lot of variety in the seasons, which is actually like something that Dwarf Fortress doesn't really do in this game. That's another thing is in winter, when it snows, water freezes and ice piles and snow piles up, meaning it can like cover your walls. So if you have crappy walls, you can actually just like straight up, like your walls could just become like useless. Which I love, by the way. It's kind of spooky. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's super fucking cool. The game's also super generous on how you can build, too. So you can mine from the layer below and build from the layer above and build from the layer below. Now that I almost through winter, the game decided you need a bandit rate of 8 people for your colony of 8 people. Time to lock everybody inside and lock the door. 2 seconds, chat. I will be right back. You may actually have better weapons than them, though, because there's an ad break running. I'm going to go use the toilet and get myself some water, because I'm out of coffee, as of now. Be right back. Also, chat, I have something to say. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to say it. I want to see Krug Smash make a video about this game. I want to see, like, these 5-pixel duders, like, represented in Krug Smash crayon art. Real bad. Project to pipe lava under your walls confirmed. You say that, but like, put campfires everywhere. melts the snow. Like put light sources everywhere that are heat sources. They also melt snow. Or at least they did, and I would presume they still would. I'm also plopping these little torches everywhere, and hopefully they're just going to start looking really cool really quickly. It'll take a year for him to get there. You don't want to overwork the Krug. No, you're not wrong. I mean, he's currently doing that Caves of Cud Let's Play, and he's also doing the his current Dwarf Fortress stuff that pays the bills, right? But, you know, like, it didn't take too long for us to get a Path of Acra video out of that, and that was... I'm not going to take credit for that, but I mean, I did poke him about it. It's like, hey, you might like this, dude. I do actually have extra keys for this game. Maybe I should just send him one. Just like, hey, mate, like, wink, wink, nudge, nod, suggestion. He probably already has it. The idea is to build 2 blocks wide border, not high, and dig under the outer layer and then have some sort of lip. Yeah, no, you have to build overhangs. You have to, like, look at actual medieval building design and then do that. You have a kitchen with four floors above and the basement to cook. I mean, I have a, right here, this is my little crafting workshop. The area to make coal is outside. I'm also going to probably move this campfire out of that kitchen area at some point. Also, I need to check something. Kitchens, that's the one I'm looking for. Oh, I don't have anybody with the cook skill assigned. Because, like, it's like I should be butchering because there's something that needs butchering. And okay, I need somebody with cooking assigned. Nobody knows how to cook here. What is this? Middle of downtown New York? I don't know. I don't know why I'm taking pot shots at New York. It was just the first city that came to mind. I was like, what's big metropolis area? All right, King, you can learn to cook. The gully is dead. Which I'm pretty sure isn't a goose. I'm pretty sure it's a seagull. We've been over this, but also, hello, how are you doing, Tolas? Mix. It depends on how well I know the game, Cuddle Booper. Dwarf Fortress, very much aesthetics. But in other games, it's usually a mix. Back when I used to play RimWorld, it was more efficiency because that game required it. It really depends on, like, what the game's asking of me, right? Like, if it's a more, like, if the game's difficulty is based on your efficiency, then I try and make things that are more efficient. If the game's difficulty is based on your knowledge of the game, I don't care so much, if at all, really. So it depends on what the game is asking of me. Still got 2 days before I learn how to make clothes. Let's just speed things up a little bit. Also, I just realized I need an extra bed. Because I've got this child running around who certainly doesn't have a place to sleep right now. Let's add a human home. Oh, I see. Kiddo's sleeping with parents, but I still need another bed. Also, this one up here... doesn't include those 2 beds right now. So that kind of fucked up. Need to give them an extra bed. 2 more hours until work is over. There you go. What are you doing after work is over? Any plans? Actually, Chad, any plans for the weekend? I was considering maybe trying to go camping this weekend, but my plans for this weekend is I'm going to be editing a video all weekend. That's my plan for this weekend. I'm going to actually lower the priority on this. But yeah, that's unfortunately, I guess, my plan for the weekend is I will be editing all weekend. I'm probably not going to see the sun much. I might go to the pub on Sunday because it's kind of a weekly occurrence for me. I am a Sunday regular at a pub that's local to me that I go to. But that's probably it. I'm gonna have Tex-Mex food. Oh, another thing that I've started doing, although this is since I bought a laptop, I've started going to a specific diner, which I won't name, every Monday morning. I had never been there before. Went there once. I got there at 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday. They open at 6 because they're not 24 hours, which is good. It means the place is clean. But got there and ordered a thing and really liked it. And it was 2 weeks later, I was like, I got time. So I went back to the same place. And the lady working there remembered my order and asked if I wanted the same thing. I was like, holy shit. Cannot remember the last time I went to a restaurant twice in a month and the person remembered my order. So that she made me into a regular. It's also reasonably priced to get an eggs Benny. So if I can buy an eggs Benny and a coffee for under $20, you might just get me there frequently anyway. It's a lot of editing, but you said you have 90 hours of footage. You're looking up some contractors for home improvement, and you have an amazing image of what drunk gardening could be. Got wasted with an old friend and do lots of gardening with houseplants. Me and my neighbor Mike, who is this old problematic boomer, bless his soul. He's a bit of a dick sometimes, but it is what it is. Him and me will sometimes do drunk gardening around the building in the summer when it's too hot outside. We'll just go open up beers and just do yard work around the apartment building. That nobody else does, that we don't want to pay the gardeners to do because we're both on strata. So it's he'll just go get his chainsaw and prune branches off of trees, and I'll go get a shovel and just weed shit. It's it's pretty fun, actually. Although it's more stoned gardening than drunk gardening, but we do drink. It's more stoned though. My habit for the Sunday trips to the pub, Tolis, is I get there at 9. On Sunday, their last call is 10. They close pretty early on Sundays. The rest of the week they're open till midnight, but it's Sundays and I think Mondays they close at 10. So I get there at 9. They give me happy hour pricing even though it's not happy hour, because they know I'm gonna show up. I text him if I'm not going to. He punches in beers for me at 6 p.m., which is right before happy hour ends. I show up at 9 and drink 2 beers, and I get my second one 5 minutes before they close, and then I sit there for 40 minutes while they're closing just chatting with the staff. It's pretty fun. And in the last 2 weeks, they've all learned that I'm a YouTuber and Twitch streamer, because I'm generally pretty good at hiding that fact. But anyway, I guess I fucked up and told them that, so it was a lot of, really? Which is always entertaining in its own weird way. It's pretty fun, yeah. So what's your go-to non-alcoholic order then, Tolis? Are they in the chat with us today? God, I hope not. One of the bartenders subscribes to me on YouTube, though. Your friend got Odd Realm recently. I'm always side tangent. YouTube chat just said, my friend got Oddworld recently and she's having trouble with that her peeps don't use the bed to sleep. I'll answer that, but side tangent. I feel like part of this game's problem is that it's called Odd Realm and everybody calls it Oddworld, and Oddworld is a completely different franchise of games. Anyway, 2 seconds aside. Did your friend press R on the keyboard and make homes for them? Because they need homes. So they need to be designated as bedrooms, basically. Each individual family, in the human's case, need a different set of beds, and different types of factions need different types of beds. The undead guys need sarcophaguses to sleep in, or they'll just die. Or unundead? Redie? I don't know. Anyway, reroll. There we go. And the tree people, I think, are more communal. Sweet tea and whatever other food they order. Okay, there you go. It's always something random. Wait, they order you food that's random? Oh, that's kind of awesome. I like trusting a place enough that you can just be like, surprise me. Stop existing. Sure, yeah, totally, Dobson. Yeah, exactly. Lose sentience. What? Griff died? Of old age? Well, that's sad. Rip. Do I have to make tombs? I don't actually know how burial works now that I think about it. Huh. Hey, chat, help. Do I have to make tombs? How do I get rid of bodies? I need you to teach me how to get rid of a body, chat. You heard me. But yeah, oh no, indeed. Somebody just died of old age, is how it's been. But it's been good. Chat, how you enjoying Odd Realm? Stream or gameplay? It's a research? It's probably a room, right? It's the tier after bronze. Oh my god. Oof. Okay. That's gonna take forever. Fourth? Oh boy. So it's the fourth tier, so it's this one, right? Okay, well, I mean, I need clothing. So I guess Dad's just going into a hole. That's kind of dark. Because there's a remains option, I think. I think. There it is. Well, that's sad. The random food thing you do in a few places, it means you're a regular. Being a regular is either a good thing or a really bad thing. Depends on the place you're a regular at. Well, that's kind of a bummer. Also, I think I'm just going to get rid of these. Actually. That's what I wanted. Let's just focus on this stuff. Good news is I can give kiddo clothing, though. Because dad must have had pants on. Can I give you a profession yet? I don't think so. Nope. Gear. You can have pants, you can have shoes, and a vest. I wonder what age of death for old age is in this game, because I didn't actually get to look at how old the guy was. He just died. Denny's, Jersey Mike's, Chili's, and Cheddar's. Not to, like, stereotype or anything, but that's one of the most American-sounding sets of words I've ever read. Oh, my bad. Were you, Yeah, I see you in the YouTube chat. Yeah, I only look at the YouTube chat about every 10 minutes when people are quiet over there. This is Odd Realm, Augusto. That's the name of this video game, is Odd Realm. It's a colony builder that just left early access. What is this? Oh, I see. It's a spot that I didn't build floor on yet. You do live in Texas? Fair enough. But seriously, that I maintain that is one of the most American things I've ever heard. Let's go up here. And go... Let's move the kitchen up here, actually. Oh. That's not the kitchen. That is the kitchen. Go down to here. Job. Remove prop. Get rid of these two. Go up to here. Let's go table and fire. Let's also then go back to build and then go, I think it's barrel. And then I think bin. No. Basket, maybe? $64 item capacity. 64 item capacity. Yeah, let's just do a couple of rope reed baskets. IHOP sucks, so you don't go there. I actually don't mind IHOP. If there's like, if my options are like fast food or IHOP, I will actually go to an IHOP. Like, I've been to an IHOP in the past year. I don't hate IHOP probably as much as I should. I probably should really hate IHOP, but I don't. They changed their name? I thought that was an April Fool's Day joke, IHOP changing their name. I mean, and I can't say Californian Salva because there wasn't like an In-N-Out in there. If there was an In-N-Out in there, then it would just be California specifically. Pew 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 pew. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that like because like it was International House of something that wasn't pancakes. But I do vaguely recall them doing that, and also I vaguely recall that not being an actual thing. It was like a viral marketing tactic or something. But yes, it did go poorly. I think I will do partial roofing up here, because I might actually continue to raise this up, but I'll just do this. And I might do, like, an overhang thatch roof all the way around. International House of Burgers. Got it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that was just viral marketing. Pretty damn sure. Hey, chat, do you have a go-to chain restaurant or like fast food place? This is something that I generally just condemn because I'm like pretty loud about not liking fast food, which is true. I don't like fast food. But I do have a go-to if I need it. It's just pretty rare that I'll stoop that low. I'd rather just like wait and be kind of hungry for a bit. You have insanely good pizza in your town? Like chain pizza or just like pizza in general? You're European, so no? Got it. I mean, if we're talking like not chain places, if you want good food where I live, there's a lot of like Indian curry places that double as pizza places that are actually kind of amazing. Like, a lot of people get very self-righteous about like what's okay to put on pizza. And boy, howdy, do I have to tell you that like, guys, the curry on pizza is really good. Butter chicken pizza is like incredible. You can't change my mind. That shit's amazing. You had a mushroom pizza tonight? Gotcha. Like Denny's and In-N-Out? Yeah, I mean, of course, In-N-Out's good. Like, I wouldn't fault you for liking In-N-Out. In-N-Out is good. You just don't give a shit. I think it's mostly like in Canada, it's people in Montreal, and in the States, it's people from New York that are very self-righteous about pizza because it's like their only real cultural identity. That's very mean. You ever say something and realize how mean you're being? Just jeez. Me every day. Okay, so this right here is going to be where I'm going to put the... Right, I need to look at this town hall. Oh, it's just a stockpile. I'll just put some containers in here. I up as places in the U.S., shocking Canada, Mexico, Panama, Peru, Ecuador, Guatemala, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Qatar. There's a lot of like Arab places have IHOP. India, Pakistan. Yeah, pretty international. Yeah. Certainly checks out. In-N-Out, you don't have that here? Yeah. Texas has other like chains that the rest of like, the world doesn't have, though. Like, you guys have fun regional chains. We used to have a Night and Day here. Night and Day was a 24-hour diner, which I dearly miss. The Night and Day that I used to go to that we had here, the lady who worked there talked like this. So it was a very, very authentic diner experience. She sounded like she smoked 250 cigarettes an hour. And it was great. I miss that place. It's now a condo. And it's a travesty. But I mean, like, what can you do, right? What a burger? What about a burger? What a burger is just like a hard name of a thing to say for me. Okay, so in 8 hours we'll be able to do clothing, which will be nice. I can make linen cloth. Make everybody some clothing. Over here just doing this stuff. Good, good, good. Kind of sad that, like, the dude died of old age before they could have a second child. It's like expanding this faction is going to be tough. Greetings, Napalm. Did you see the end of the fort yesterday? Well, his wife had a kid. He did the easy bit. Oh, shit! He did the deed twice. Whew. We're saved, chat. Where is clothwork? I mean, there's writing, there's woodworking, voidworking, stoneworking, metalworking, logging, leather, alchemy, animals, cloth. There it is. Also put you on cooking. There we go. We have a chance. Yeah, it seems like the town hall is just like a storage place, basically. Which, that's fine. We're in an ad break. I will pause. No, I don't have any issues answering Dwarf Fortress questions. Although, if you're typing in the YouTube chat, Antonio, I might not see them immediately. Oh, damn! Rolf, thank you very much for gifting 3 months of subscription to Stone Seashore's Wall. I hadn't even noticed that their sub had run out. Welcome back, Stone. It's good to have you. For 3 additional months. You might actually have the record for, like, the most gifted subs. It's either you or, like, Bastet. Like, being consistently subscribed, well, just them all being gifted. I see you there, Rick. Deckard in YouTube chat. All right. Through an ad. Done. Donezo. This is a very vibey little colony. Also, I'm suddenly wondering. Do I have raids turned off? Oh, I do. Should I enable those? I had them turned off because I was playing as the Ancients previously, and we were getting hit by dudes that were so strong that they were one-shotting my guys. I mean, I'm kind of just vibing right now, to be honest with you. But it's more up to you guys. If you guys think the gameplay is boring, it would be more interesting if I was suffering, then let me know. Okay, so I only have one person set to farming. I mean, I hadn't even noticed that your sub had run out, Stone. You've been hiding underground with your ancients, vibing it is good. How you like an Odd Realm, Napalm? Elfie has returned from lunch. Welcome back, Elfie. I mean, we had somebody die, and I didn't need to get attacked for them to die, so... I can totally just dig all this